Good morning. I'm not feeling my best. It's winter, Christmas is over, and you know, the illness kicks in. Let me put you up there. It's very high actually, it's maybe a bit too high. This is my home house, en suite. It's a mess. Like my mind, like my life at the moment. I'm not really with it, I can't lie to you at all. Like I didn't sleep at all last night because I just had to keep swallowing. My throat is very sore. It's fine because, you know, things could be worse in the world, couldn't they, really, to be honest. So I'm getting ready to go meet Abby to plan LA. We're going to LA on the 4th. It's currently the 30th. Really excited. I am really excited, but I'm also just really overwhelmed with life and Christmas and what I'm doing and plans and, you know, all that stuff. All that good. Oh look, I made this. Did I show you before? I made this necklace. Really cool. Everything's a lot. Everything is a lot. I don't know what I'm doing. I was like a little bit ill in New York and I just kind of refused, and I think it's just caught up with me. Also then like being home and like mixing with lots of different people and getting lots of different germs over Christmas was just super fun. Love that. But I've had a really nice time. I haven't been vlogging very much because I just haven't. There's no reason. I've just been doing things and I've been busy and I've been seeing people and like catching up with people, and I'm not going to film that because you can't know all my secrets, you know. But yeah, so we're having good times, we're having nice times. We're just gonna go and meet Abby in a coffee shop. I'm bringing my lappy laptop and we're gonna sit and book some restaurants because I think you need to have bookings. I did like a quick clothes order last night because basically, obviously I had to move out of the flat, so all my clothes were packed into suitcases and brought here to Home House. Can I find my clothes? No, I can't. Some of it is in drawers under my bed. I would show you the bedroom, but I'd rather not. Everything is just a mess because I've got no space to store everything, and I came home with like a suitcase from New York and then my backpack. So there's just shit everywhere and I can't wear my backpacking clothes, but I've got, because they're summer clothes, and then I've got nowhere to put them because there's no storage space because my dad has decided to use the wardrobes in my bedroom, which, you know, I guess I can't argue with it. It's his house, I don't live here, but equally it's making my life a little bit difficult being here, and because of that everything is a mess and I'm upset about it. But you know, it is what it is. I have a home, I have a bed to sleep in, can't complain. Anyway, so yeah, I had to order some clothes because one is also like a different climate to the clothes that I have. Like New York was super, well, it wasn't actually super cold, but I packed super cold clothes, and LA is going to be not that cold, I think. I think it's going to be like maybe even 20s, like 15 to 20 maybe. But it's not like I can't wear the stuff I wore traveling. I mean, these are all excuses. I could find things to wear, but I just like buying new things. But I am looking on Vinted and stuff like that, and I will like sell the clothes that I'm now not wearing from backpacking, because when you wear the same clothes for 3 months, I never want to see them again. I mean, some of them, like the cargos, yeah, great, they were a really good purchase, but like most of the other stuff, like there was a few things I just didn't even wear, to be honest. And I've been like in a bit, like not a slump, but like everyone's in a slump at Christmas because it's like, well, not everyone, people have their lives together. I'm not one of those people right now. and that's bothering me. And I'm gonna be honest with you, so basically my flight to LA, it was cheaper to get a return flight, just because like one ways were like $2,000 and return was like 600. So obviously I'm getting the return flight, and I was just like not gonna get the return. But to be honest, because of like how hectic Christmas has been, and like I've just been running around, like it's such a luxury to have like so many people to see. And like I spent a lot of time in London with my older sister and my nieces, and that was like the most magical thing. And that's kind of one of the main reasons I came home, was to see baby Thea, who is my new niece. Let me shut this window. Nosy neighbours hearing me. Yeah, so that was one of the main reasons I came home. And I've seen a lot of Nanny J, which was the other main reason I came home, as well as like just seeing my other family members, which has been nice and whole. I've got a very intense, overstimulating family. That's how someone described it the other day. One of my cousin's boyfriends was like, this household is very overstimulating. And it is, like, it's a lot. We just kind of shout at each other for communication, and it's not like, it's not aggressive, but it is aggressive. Anyway, short story long, I might get the return flight home from LA and give myself another week or two before going back out, because I haven't even decided what I want to do, or where I want to go, or if I want to go. And I'm just kind of speaking out loud at the moment, but traveling is really exhausting. And after being in New York, it's kind of giving me the feeling like I want to start building something, and like be in a place, and like, you know, like it's really nice making friends traveling, but like then you separate and you're like, okay, I'm on my own again. And it's like people, like a lot of my friends live in Germany. I don't want to go and live in Germany. Like, it doesn't really appeal to me to live in Germany. So it's like these friends, like, yeah, it's great, like I can go and visit them, and it's, you know, having friends from all over the world is like a fucking amazing thing to have. But then like I come back to my hometown, which is Southampton, and it's like, where are my people? And like I've got friends from home, but they've lived here their whole lives, most of them. So they've got their own things going on, their own couples, they've got like new friendship groups, they work here, and I don't have that. Like I have my friends from school and like a couple extras. That's kind of it, because, you know, I went to uni, I went traveling to Australia, and then like my friends are scattered. They're not in one place. So it's a bit difficult coming back and just like, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Essentially, I kind of want to start building something, but I don't want to start building it in Southampton. Like, I don't see myself living in Southampton. It's not a big enough city for me. There's not enough going on. And I loved New York. I love New York. Like, I think I could live in New York, but at the moment I think I'd feel out of my depth in New York. Like, I feel like people in New York have like really got their shit together, and that's just my opinion. Like, they probably don't. Does anyone really have their shit together? I don't know. But I would like to live there at some point maybe, but I think maybe do I need to live in London first and like work my way up to New York? Because I feel like New York is just London on steroids. And I know quite a lot of people in London, and you know, maybe that's what I do next. But do I want to do that right now? I don't know. But like, do I want to go out and kind of like, I don't know, my mindset on traveling has kind of changed. And like, I loved traveling, and it was the best thing I did, and I met amazing people and did amazing things and like had amazing experiences. But something has kind of clicked in me suddenly that it's like, okay, but like what next? Like, I've kind of like got over it, and I kind of evolve very quickly as a person. Like, I'm quite adaptable and I evolve quite quick. Like, as soon as I kind of went traveling, I was already like, right, okay, ticked, what's next? Like, I need something else. And it's not like, I don't feel it's like I'm looking to fill a hole or I'm constantly unhappy. I think it is just like, traveling was just like a middle step for me, I think. Like, I needed to do that to get out of my routine of like my flat and being really comfortable, and like traveling, like if you want to push yourself, if you want to feel uncomfortable, go traveling, because like you're constantly experiencing new things, like new places, new people, new languages, new cultures, like everything is new. Every day you wake up and it's something different, and it's like you grow so quickly because of it. And that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I went from being in my own flat for 2 years, 18 months, and focusing on myself and like meditating, journaling, like putting all the effort in, having so much time to do that. I was in a routine, I was working out, I was going to work, I was coming home. Like, that's like a really easy way of life and a comfortable way of life. And I knew I wanted more, and I got some inheritance money, and it was such an amazing opportunity. Most people don't get that, so I was like, okay, like I'm gonna use this money, I'm gonna go traveling, I'm gonna see the world, I'm gonna do things that I wouldn't be able to do otherwise. And now that I've done them, I'm like, okay, right, what's next? Because you can't, I mean, you can travel for long periods of time. Do I want to? I don't know. I really like being able to have my own space in my own time to like think and process and grow. Like while I was traveling, I feel like I had no time for myself, which is kind of an excuse, because I could have made time for myself, easily could have made time for myself. But when you're staying in hostels and you're like with people, like you want to follow the people, you don't want to like break off from the people and like do your own thing. And like sometimes I did, but and then like if I want to go and stay in a nice hotel or kind of treat myself, like you lose the people, because the people that are traveling are backpacking, they're budgeting. And I think I've kind of realized like that's not really, like I can do it and I like doing it, but after going to New York and having like the more like luxurious, like we stayed in a 4-star hotel, which was insane, like we were going to really bougie places and like really fancy dinners, and I was like, this is what I'm living for. Like I like doing the other things and the backpacking and the traveling, but like, do I like being in a hostel? No. Like it's fine, I don't dislike it, but would I rather be in a hotel? Fuck yeah, like this is what I want. So potentially what I could do is go back traveling, but make it more like bougie holiday. And then like, I'm trying to think, is that what I want to do for life? Like, do I want to incorporate, like, do I want to have a job that involves me traveling around? Because everyone's like sowing the seeds, so to say. People are sowing the seeds. People have got like, oh, I need to do eyeliner. People are in relationships and they're building things, and they've got houses and homes, and they're like doing up their homes, and they've got the person, and they're gonna have a baby soon, and blah blah blah, and they're like in that space. I'm not in that space. So do I keep doing the traveling, but then like will I get into that space? Because I was thinking to myself, like, what kind of triggered this whole thing was me going, right, what do I want in a partner? I can't speak into eyeliner. What do I want in a partner? And do I want someone who's traveling? No. No, I don't want someone who's traveling, because that's like impermanence. Like as a female, I think like biologically we want a male, I mean I'm being stereotypical now, but I want a male who can provide for me and has got his shit together and knows what he's doing and has got like, he can provide, he's got his shit together. Can someone who's traveling that's unemployed do that? No. So why am I doing that? If that's not what I want in someone else, why am I being that person? But like, it's just for a short period of time. But like, it has to end at some point. So does it end now? Does it end in 3 more months? Do I do 6 months? Do I just keep spending my, like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's a tricky one. And I do believe like, I've had the best time traveling, and I knew I needed to exit the world that I was living in and go out and like see more of the world, because I wouldn't have had this realization until I had done that. Like it was just the next step. And like, this is what I mean about like evolving. Like it's so annoying when you finally get what you think is the thing that you want in life, and then you already want something else. But that's just how humans are. That's literally, if we didn't, then we would just be stuck. We'd be so stuck and just, yeah. Like I used to say, all I want is a flat in Ocean Village. I got a flat in Ocean Village, and now I've left the flat in Ocean Village, and I'm like, To be fair, being home has made me miss it so much. But it's not necessarily the flat, it's my own space. I miss my own space dearly, especially being with my family at home. It's a lot. 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 Especially because my younger sister and her boyfriend decide to move into this house as well. So it's my parents, my younger sister, her boyfriend, 2 dogs, and me. And I would just really like my own space for a bit. Like, I looked at like Airbnbs and hotels, but also a waste of my money. If I'm like, is that a waste of my money? I don't know, but I burnt for a lot of money. A lot of money. Like, I spent in 3 months what I thought I would spend in 6. So I don't think I'll be able to travel for much longer. But hear me out. I think what I'll do is go to LA, have a good time, come back, kind of reassess, and like go with a bit more structure, more of a plan, more of a, like, if I want to make this like something I do, like content for luxury travel. Do I start a luxury travel brand? Do I help people backpack and do luxury? Like, could I do something with this? Like, I'm a person who wants to travel and I want to make friends and I want to live the backpacker life, but I want to do it in style. Is there a gap in the market for that? Can I do that? Potentially, that's a thing. Like, this is what I need, some time to sit down and like actually think about it, because while you're traveling, do you get time? No. Do you know how much of a miracle it is that I could edit a single YouTube video while I was traveling? Like, it was, yeah, like I had to be like, I'm not talking to anyone today, and take myself off to a cafe and just sit there for hours editing a video. And don't get me, like, I loved it, I thrived, and I loved the fact that I could take myself away and have an excuse of things to do, and it gave me a purpose. That's what I love, a purpose. I love a purpose. I love working towards something. I love doing, like, meaningfully doing things, you know. And I see big things for myself. I think everyone should, but I don't think everyone does. Like, I see a big life. When I think of my future, it's fucking big. I don't want a simple life. Well, I want a simple life in the fact that I don't want like it to be difficult, but also I want to be growing, I want to be evolving. Like, I want to push myself. Like, you get one life, like you have to fucking do the most, right? Which is why, like, as much as I want to, like, do you see my issue? Do you see my predicament that I'm in here? I'm very split, and I'm always very split. I could live so many different lives. I like so many different things. And I'm not complaining, I'm in a very, very, very blessed, privileged situation. I have lost my lip liner. So, this is what we're doing. I'm very blessed, I'm very privileged, and I feel like because of the situation I'm in, I need to maximize it. And then I'm putting pressure on myself to like create something from this. And I think I will, but also like if I'm trying so hard, it's not going to happen. But equally, like, I need to have it more in mind than what I did when I was traveling the first time, because I wasn't really, it was kind of like, oh god, that looks fucking awful. The first 3 months were me just like getting into it. And now I feel like if I go back out, which I think I will go back out. I just need it to be a bit more like purposeful. Oh fuck. Like, I don't know. It's a really tricky one, actually. It's a really tricky one to figure it all out, you know? Me and sister and my sister's boyfriend are doing vision boards. So we're going to do a board. I've bought boards, and on the back we're going to do photos from this year and things we like achieved this year, or things we're proud of this year, or like key moments from this year, and like reflect on them and be like, wow, like I fucking did this. Because like at this kind of time of the year, like it's all about like looking forward and like what I'm going to do and resolutions and goals and blah blah blah, but like also like take this time to look back and be like, fuck yeah, like look at the things I did. Because like you would have done more than you think you would have done. Even like the tiny things, yeah. So then we're gonna make a vision board for the future, and hopefully this will give me a bit more like guidance, more a visual, like more visualization of what I want. I also haven't meditated in 6 months, 5 months, not properly, which is ridiculous because meditation is the answer to everything. It literally is. Like if you are like, yeah, it's the answer to everything. And don't get me wrong, like because I did all of that before going, like everything has worked out for me perfectly. I cannot explain to you how perfectly everything has worked out for me. Like it's just laughable when things like everything is lined up and I trust it, but also I want to be like working towards it as well instead of just like waiting for it to happen. Anyway, I'm rambling now. I have to brush my teeth, so that was that. I'm off to see Abby and we're going to plan LA. I'm going now. Peace.